Hey yo, hey
Yeah.
everybody! Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, session 12. We have set up our session to be pretty intense here. Last time, session 11, we wrapped up the encounter with the dragon and the dwarves. They got some questions answered about Queen Dagnabbit and other things. Learned that there was a blue dragon that was creating the storm, and they were based. Zephyros was like, "What the hell, man? How do I not get attacked by you?" So he asked for like a banner or something. But either way, he pointed you the way to Triboar. You made it there. You met with Darathra first, who is the leader of the town. What is Lord Protector? She kind of gave you some information of where things were. You went to the blacksmiths. You first went to Oldenath's, where Harriet, the old lady, sold you some overpriced darts, and you kind of talked her up a little bit. Then you went to Fohammer's Forge, where Gellerin fixed Lucy's chainmail, or said he would for free, and then gave Pip-Up, or sold Pip-Up a +1 dagger for cheaper than he should have, and is the emblem of his family crest. They were told about the lion's share, which Narth and another lady ran. They got some robes and other adventuring items kind of quickly, then made their way to the North Shield House, or Gala. Took them in, and we had a conversation about a 10-day versus 7-day weeks, which is so weird and not a thing, obviously.
Not a thing.
You met her three mastiffs, Lucy, Molly, and Peachy. Darathra came to see you guys, as she said she would. You guys talked about the Zents. You told her about Kella, Dark Hope. You asked about some other things. You guys shared stories, and basically called the night. When you woke up, there were packages for you from Temple's Landing with gold and notes in them. All to which Darathra came back in the morning, said that she needed your help. There was some attacks in the south by orcs, but after you exited, Galrin brought Lucy back her chainmail, but then there were some boulders flying. You guys actually got hit with one. And then you saw 2 fire giants and a bunch of others attacking from the north. And it was really funny when I cut the fog in the owlbear. Everyone audibly gasped. To all of you did at the same time. You're like, "Oh," which was really funny.
I can imagine so.
That's where we ended, with what looks like the beginning of quite a battle. So, is there anything I missed? Or anything anyone wanted to cover?
Lucy and Pip did have a conversation in the middle of the night. That's all you need to know.
All right, and you're both still there in the morning?
We're both still there. I guess Rokas and Cornelius would notice that Pip never came back, but they are both still there in the morning, yes.
Okay, good to know.
Brad, I'm sorry. I remembered I texted you, but it was late. Do you think Cornelius found someone who could burn stuff into wood, like artistically?
Yeah. I think Galrin said he would. So
Right.
I don't think he got the assignment from you
Okay.
in your interaction, but I think had he come back and gave Lucy your chainmail, if things didn't pop off, you guys probably would have.
Okay.
You probably would have said it, because you asked him. He would have approached you and told you, yeah, he can do it. But
Yeah.
and it got crazy for a moment. So that would be the person, though. That would probably be able to do it for him.
Gotcha.
So I think we'll.
Nice.
Anything else? Sorry. All right. I think we'll start with the letters that you all received from
right.
Temple's Landing. So you got some gold for accomplishing your missions, but there was also letters attached to each one of them. So does anyone want to share what their letter said?
I have mine open, so I'll read it real fast. I don't think Pip would necessarily share this with the group, but just for like the sake of transparency, so everyone is
For
aware.
our viewer, our only
Exactly.
fan.
Yes. So Pip's note said, "Pip up. I am grateful for the information you have brought back regarding the Nightstone in Nightstone. Troubling to hear it was taken, and for what purpose? Reports say the trip to Nightstone was much more eventful than anticipated. If you make your way back to Temple's Landing, please seek me out. It would be nice to discuss more on the threats you encountered in Nightstone and about the stone itself." And that's from Asper. And then in the back, it says, scribbled on the back in sloppy handwriting, but seems familiar. Hey, Pip, man. Hey, that was all crazy, right? I mean, like, I miss you guys. I mean, I hope you're doing well. Just want to say, like, I was thinking about you and what you said. We're looking at the stars that one time. And, like, death is part of life and adventuring. And this world isn't great, but, like, I don't know, man. People like us, we can make it better and helps out that kind of thing, right? Anyway, hope to see you soon. Selthor.
So Selthor also sent Rokas a letter, and when I was reading it, it was 100% in the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had.
I
to
wrote
be.
it in
Yeah.
the voice too. As I was writing each one, I'm like, hey,
Rokas,
dude,
hey man,
wow,
you're so
yeah.
strong. Like,
That's awesome. I can go next. So I also got some money, and the letter I had says, Cornelius, I trust you are doing well. The reports from Nightstone are troubling, and we greatly appreciate what you have done for their inhabitants. As agreed upon, I've sent this attached with some coin. Your efforts to get Morak to travel to Temple's Landing are commendable, and although he said he won't be staying permanently, I feel you are due at least some of what you were promised. If he does end up staying for an extended period of time, I would be happy to pay you the balance. Mr. Urgray had already made an impact on our lodging district, and I am looking forward to our future partnership. Please seek me out if you return to Temple's Landing. It would be nice to catch up and discuss more on the threats you encountered in Nightstone. Aspered. On the back, scribbled, is Cornelius. Hey, man. Hope you're doing good. I would never open it, Lady Elmwood's letter, but just want to say hi. And, well, I miss you guys. I mean, I look forward to seeing you all again. Selthor.
That was my favorite part about prep, by the way, was writing the Selthor part.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I love it. I'll read Lucy's. So she gets a letter with some money in it. First one is assigned to Miss Coppertoe. Exceptional work in Nightstone. The Order of the Gauntlets are in your debt. Well, you should have received 125 gold pieces, so technically the debt is paid. Regardless, your actions are greatly appreciated. Our young and excitable new member, Selthor, has done nothing but sing your praises since he returned. We're looking into the connection to the Zentarim and Daggerford. Please seek me out if you return to Temple's Landing. There is more good we can do together. For justice, for honor, Maxwell. And then scribbled on the back in sloppy handwriting, Lucy, hey, I miss you. I mean, I hope you're doing okay and are safe. Man, I've been telling everybody about how awesome you all did in Nightstone. Hey, Captain Maxwell even told me I did a good job. I don't know if it's a promotion, but he is like talking to me more and stuff. It's so cool. Anyway, see you soon, I hope. Selthor. Justice
awesome.
and honor.
Nice.
so Rokas also got a letter, but I don't think he'd read it to himself or everyone else even.
What's this paper? And just like toss it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. Rokas also got a letter from Maxwell about his recruiting of Alara, and Selthor also wrote him a note.
Cool.
Awesome.
This money wrapping has writing on it. How weird.
Did everyone record their monies on their character sheet?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good. All right. Let the battle begin.
Oh, boy.
Please go ahead and share the screen, if you will.
I
and we will
will.
jump right into what seems like some combat.
Yeah, what might be combat?
Oh, Brad, I do have to ask because it says in her character sheet that she has is Darathra is not currently on her horse, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. She got down.
Okay.
To go in to get you guys. You guys just walked out. She was going to take you south, but then boulders started being thrown from the north.
Okay.
And I'll say, just to make it easy, honestly, the boulder that hit spooked her horse, and it like reared up and ran away.
Okay.
Now, not saying there aren't horses around, but that is basically what happened. I'll say, just to set the stage a little bit more. So, and I told you this before, but the town is protected by the 12 main militia folks that Durathra governs, if you will, or controls.
Mhm.
And those 12 were sent south because there were some attacks
Right.
by orcs south.
Right.
And that's what she was getting you to go help support. Because you
okay.
guys said, we're here for a reason. We're not sure. Something crazy could happen. But then the disturbance was noticed in the north, which is where the fire giants are. And then what you see from your vantage point, I know I took the fog off completely, is you see crowds of adults and children running and screaming. You see a couple dead already. Anyone, especially the very tall lady at the top, who's sideways, those are all dead or unconscious NPCs.
Okay.
There are fires starting in buildings. You see these little fire creatures that are small size, fully inflamed, setting buildings on fire. And you see all of your folks basically standing in their different areas, yourselves and others. You see maybe one or two guards kind of spread out, but it is chaos. I'll even say for Rokas's sake, which I didn't say this last time, when you first walked out and you felt that stillness and everyone was like, it was like the calm before the storm, if you will. I feel like Rokas, you even got like a little pit in your stomach, like you started to feel sick, and you weren't sure why until you met eyes with the fire giants.
Okay.
A couple 100 yards away. So, like I said, you can see on the screen, the little blue square is 5 feet. So it's not to scale, especially the pictures, but we're going to try and go by that as far as movement goes. But we will go ahead and kick it off. Is there any questions or?
I'm sorry. What did you say the squares are for movement?
That's 5 feet.
Oh, each square is 5 feet.
Yeah.
The blue squares are 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So the dashed squares are basically 11 by 11.
Okay.
For reference.
Okay.
So 100 feet roughly per big
right.
square, roughly.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Since we're in like a town. Yeah. So again, I wanted to show you everything. You can't necessarily see everything that's shown on the map, but you can see the 19 feet foot fire giants and the direct line of sight, what looks like orcs and then what looks like beefier in heavy plate mail type orcs called Orags up there. But yeah, that's basically what you're seeing. You're in the middle of the chaos, essentially.
And one last positioning,
Yeah.
especially just thinking of Durathra.
Yeah.
Where in the town is this, like, jump number wise?
Sorry, thank you. So if you're looking at the town of Triboar proper, the center of town is probably more towards where, So they're probably around the fire giants are probably T7.
Okay.
Coming in. They're walking their way towards from F to T11 to T7. They're walking towards maybe like T2 or the center of town.
Okay.
So they're probably like some of the other creatures that are further southwest are more towards T2, where the fire giants are around T7. So behind you, basically, there's no water. I know there's water on the map, but there's no actual water.
Right.
You're about where Orgala's place is, and then north is probably where T1 really is, which is like the center.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So, all right. Are we ready to kick it off? Any questions?
I have one clarifying question.
Yeah.
Is Dars well known around the town? Is he just like a random dude? Like, how many people are aware of
No,
his...
Dars is the and sorry, that's the one person you didn't meet that you guys are controlling. So T2 is the North Caravan Campground, and he basically runs that campground. So it's where people bring their, and I can probably read it just to give you guys some context. It's a fenced-in field at a place that parks wagons and contains their oxen for free. There's also plenty of room for pitch tents and building campfires. So it's like a little campground area, and he is like the keeper.
All right, so he's pretty well known in the town.
Everybody knows him. He's the guy that walks around and picks up the trash and keeps that area neat. And it's right next to the center of town, so yeah, he's well known.
All right, that's all I needed. Thank you.
Yep. And then you got his like
I have everything.
Personality stuff at the bottom. All right. Anything else?
Good to go.
There is a little background noise coming from somebody.
Probably me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah,
all right.
Kate was watching The Office, so
we're gonna kick it off. The first thing you all see, I'll just go to the owlbear now, is the 3 big Orogs at the top. Gosh, how do you take the snap thing off? This is gonna be a problem. Is there a way to do it? Anyway. They start moving down. They killed one what looked like patrolman, and they are just continuing to push down towards what maybe looks like the center of town.
Okay.
And we will go to Pip.
Rokas.
Pip and Rokas.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's your dex modifier?
+2.
+3.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So Pip and then Rokas.
Okay. Pip's going to.
Well, I should say Pip and Dars and then Rokas and Gala.
Sure.
Yes. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Perfect. Pip's going to get close to Lucy. He's going to cast Goodberry. Turn to Lucy and say, "Same plan as always, friend." And I'm going to toss 5 good berries in your hand.
You got it.
And he's going to scamper off. Not too far, but like right next to Rokas, like right there, the last 5 feet of movement. And what was Dars doing before this? Was he in the campgrounds? Is he running away? Like, what was his mentality?
Yeah, you could say he was running from the campground more towards you all. So he was pitching towards you all.
And I think he's going to continue that way. So, can I not move him? Well, that was weird.
No, there's a snap thing going on.
Yeah, not for everyone too. That's weird. It's like probably like what, 15, 20. So I'll probably come down here and I'll call out and say, "Darethra, there's enemies afoot. We have to defend the town."
Love it.
And that'll be his turn.
All right, Rokas and Urgala.
All right, so Rokas is he's gonna rage, and he becomes big. Not to overshadow Pip up there, but yeah, and he when he becomes like in this giant form, he becomes like almost a smoldering version of himself, kind of like the graphic there. Like smoke kind of is rising off his body. His eyes look like there are coals in his eyes sockets, and he's going to charge forward, and his movement is 40 feet. I can't move him. Okay, is this like reasonable?
Goodbye, Roka.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a little smaller. We know you're bigger, but so that you can navigate on the screen better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right. So my what?
No, I was gonna say you meet eyes with the Orog that is chasing after these children. Yes.
Okay. My reach is 10 foot. Can I hit him with a melee attack, or is he too far?
Oh no, he's too far for sure.
Okay.
He's probably 30 feet away from you. You see.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to throw a couple axes in his direction, like throwing like hand axes.
Yeah.
So the first one I'm going to throw at him. Ooh,
Because he's big, they probably look tiny in his hands.
but, like all of his stuff gets bigger too. Like, so he throws 27 is his roll there.
27?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit.
All right, so that one does 9 damage.
Nice.
And then the oh, sorry, hold on. I don't know what my rage bonus is, and giant barbarians can use the rage bonus for throwing attacks. +2. So 11.
Nice.
And the second throwing axe, natural 20. That's a good start.
Wow.
19
Wow.
and a 20.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
You guys have a chance now.
That means we
The
don't.
second one is 15 damage.
Dang.
Wow.
That is Rokas's turn. Oh, and as he becomes like this giant version of himself, he also just yells, "Surtur will not mourn your deaths." And to the fire giants, I'm basically telling him that Jesus hates him.
Oh, that's yeah. They're a ways away, but yeah, that hurts their
Assuming
feelings.
they can hear me. But yeah, so the Surtur is the kind of, I feel Rokas believes, whether it's true or not, that he is Surtur's chosen.
Yep.
And Surtur is also the god of the fire giants. So
Yes.
we're kind of like, button heads that way. And that's it for Rokas.
Oh, that was
Wait,
quite
and
a
then
bit.
we got Urgala. So
Urgala.
Urgala is gonna move up and shoot at him with the O2 here with her short bow.
Go
So
arugula.
first attack, arugula.
I am
First
Urgala.
attack. He's not a giant, right?
No,
Okay, so she rolled.
he's a very large,
a-
medium-sized orc-looking thing.
Okay, 16 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh. Second
That's not
short
good.
bow attack that's better. 24.
Hit.
Okay. D6 plus 1. Ooh, max damage. 7 damage for Urgala. And she just yells, defend the homes, or defend our homes.
Perfect. She, what she was shooting him. So this thing takes 2 axes to the shoulder and to the stomach, and he looks like he's rough. And then Urgala comes and shoots. One flies over his right shoulder, and the other one hits him right in the shoulder in the same spot. And it, for the amount of confidence that they had, and the smirk is basically gone from his face, and he is looking rough. As we go to the next.
Next up is AOs.
Yeah. So now all the orcs on their axe beaks go, and what you'll see is one just cut down a commoner down over on the right side, and is coming down towards Orthovir, and another one is looping down around right here, pauses there, and you see the other ones kind of up at the north side, northwest. Take some time to come down, use their bonus action to go faster, or use their action to go further. And they're kind of making their way towards where they see other people. And AO2 is going to attack that guy.
It's about to become a ghost town, boys.
What is it? Uh-oh. Is he dead already? Let me see. Let's see what the damage is. So he hits him for oh, okay. So that guy takes a good sharp hit into his arm. And the axe beak kind of like nips at him as it's standing right in front of him, and he falls back, starting to get a little nervous. AO3 stays there, and that'll be their turns as they just kind of close in on everybody. And now Lucy and Gallerin get to go.
Sweet. Can I think with 30 I could probably get next to Rokas, yeah? Does that
Hold
make
on.
sense?
It's 100 feet.
No,
Does
you're
that-
probably like up to where the kids are.
Here?
Like right below,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you think I could get oh yeah, I'm snapping.
I know, I told you. Yeah.
We'll work
good.
on getting the snap off. Okay. Is it 60 feet to this guy or more?
Yeah, you're 60 feet.
Okay. So as she runs up, she kind of yells back to the party like, let's go help Rokas out. Fight. And she sprints up. As soon as she kind of can see, she does it in a way that she's kind of to the side of our big giant guy. She wants to kind of get her eyes on O2 and cast Vicious Mockery.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're
Um,
casting Vicious Mockery, you can definitely do that. I was gonna say if you're throwing something at him, it might be hard to get around, big boy.
Yeah.
That worked.
Okay. Cool, man. Good.
Does
So
Dave-
I think she's bad at insults, right? If I'm remembering how this campaign.
think
was
so.
going. Yeah. You look like you smell really bad, and then she kind of just like grimaces, like, God,
Nice.
that was horrible.
That was great.
And then she attempts to cast Vicious Mockery.
A
So
truly vicious mockery.
Yeah, that
Wisdom save 13.
Wisdom. Ah, roll the 17.
I'll come up with something better. Good
That's
job,
a
big guy.
goal.
I just yell some words of encouragement to the big guy. Gelrin then on his turn is going to use the dash action. So I don't know that he probably gets to Rokas maybe or just behind him.
It's like 60% of the square. So
yeah, so like
maybe a little behind.
here?
Yeah, that feels right.
I
That
think
feels
that's right. Yeah, okay. And the whole time he's just like, like we've seen him be pretty even keel from all of the interactions so far. But he is sprinting up and mumbling under his breath, I hate orcs, I hate giants, I hate them, I hate them. Like he's just like getting madder every step. And so he's kind of like mid sprint up to join the battle. But that'll be our turn.
Perfect. All right, Cornelius and Durethra.
All right. I feel like Durathra, since she's closer and the leader, she's first to act. So yeah, she's just yelling out orders. Like all the civilians around, she's like, go south, find protection, ring the alarm bells. But she is not moving with them. If anything, she's going towards the attackers. So yeah, like she especially yells at those kids, like, get out of here. And the family to the left, if they can hear her.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this isn't the exact landscape, but are there any actual buildings like between us and AO2? Like, can we see this axe beak bearing down on a civilian over here? Like, could she, or is it like obscured from her view? Probably.
I'll say that back where you can see, because I'll say, yeah, the landscape isn't perfect, but the buildings that are in the landscape exist. We'll just say that.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. So they're definitely there. Now she can't see it the way she's at, but you can. And Galrin probably could before he ran up. Pip can probably see AO2 and 3, obviously. But yeah, maybe not.
Okay, that's fine. So Durathra then, after she yells at them to get out of here. And she looks back, I'd say at like she sees Lucy and Rokas charge forward. She looks back at Pip and Cornelius and like, help me defend the town. And she kind of says that to everyone around. And I'm assuming she can get next to Rokas since it looked like it was about 3 of those squares or so.
Yep.
And then she's going to pull out the heavy crossbow and try and also stick a pin in this pin cushion of an orc.
Yeah.
So let me get her character sheet. So yeah, she's shooting her heavy crossbow.
Yep.
And she rolls a 19.
Oh,
To
she
hit.
hits.
All right. So where's my 10? That's an 8. Okay. Oh gosh. Only a 1, but because of her dex. So 1 damage. Just 1 damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Heavy cross. Okay.
Yeah, heavy crossbow does a 1d10, but she doesn't have the dexterity to add anything. She has a 10 dexterity, so
She hits him right in the foot,
okay,
and it hurts it. For sure.
awesome. Ow. So Cornelius then, what would he do? Because he would see these helpless civilians. Yeah, what's the thing next to the east of Pip, right next to him? Is that a boulder slamming spot or?
Yeah, I think that was like a little like lean-to thing where like you could hitch up your horse or donkeys or whatever, and it got knocked over, and the horse is all scattered, but it's kind of like a pile of like wood and a boulder.
Gotcha. Okay. So what Cornelius will do is first I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself because I probably will need that. Okay. And then he will yell out like the townspeople are being attacked. And he kind of probably gets only to where Pip is, and after he casts Mage Armor, I guess he gets there and then he casts Mage Armor on himself, and that will be because I think that's not a bonus action. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, okay, that's all he does. That's his turn.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So, through your peripheral, all of you can see these 2 19-foot fire giants in flames. You could feel like if you were closer, you would feel the ground shake as they are walking, not directly towards you all, more southwest. And you see one of them point to the little, to the shack on the top northwest corner, the building up there. No, even further up, the one that's actually on fire. This is kind of like pre-fire, and points to those little fire creatures to go set that thing on fire, and they all run over and start burning that building. The other one does the same, and that's where the other 6 of those little fire creatures are going down there to set those buildings on fire as they start to lumber.
Damn.
This way. It's like only spots in the map that are snap. Everything else is fine. It's really weird. They probably get to about there because they're using their dash. They could probably get further. That's good. Now, one of them is holding something. So they both have great swords, giant great swords. But one is holding something else that almost looks like a giant tuning fork.
Right, you did say that.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell at this point what it might be or not, or if it's even worth caring about. But essentially, they're following the ORs. We're kind of leading the way, and they're following in their footsteps. And that will be their turn. You don't see this, but there's a guy that emerges from a little shack down here. He's like, "I'm going to help for honor," and he runs there. And then, yeah, what you see is those little creatures all scurry to different areas to start burning down some buildings. So not only do you have people being killed, you have fires erupting everywhere, and chaos ensuing. From there, O2 just got jacked up, but he makes his way
Make him
to
away.
Rokas, and he takes his great axe and he rears back and swings at you, Rokas.
Okay.
Oh no! You rolled a 19 your first attack.
Yeah.
So did he.
Mm-mm.
25 to hit.
That'll just narrowly hit.
All right.
All right, here it starts.
I don't like Brad's reaction.
No, that was bad. So 10 slashing damage. You're raging, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
I take half.
5. And then he will swing at you again. $15.
That hits.
It's gonna be a long night, guys.
Oh man.
9, so 4 damage to you.
I want to use my shield. I'm gonna have to for this fight, huh?
And that is that one's turn. And the other one, none of you see this because of the building, but he kills this noble guy. Go ahead and zoom in on that noble
This
guy
guy?
by 01.
Oh,
He is dead.
I will remember you.
Get out the guitar.
Will you remember me? No, you won't. You never saw me.
So he slashes him down with his great axe, steps over the body, and starts to curve around the corner of this building, seeing one of the guards, and making his way towards them. And then Orthovir, who you don't know him necessarily, but he's the one that like makes like the saddle straps and all that stuff for the town. His building got completely destroyed and is currently on fire, so he was running towards you. He got attacked by an orc on an axe beak, and he's using his action to disengage and try and run as far as he can.
What a little bitch.
yeah, I hate it.
Right. And then since it's the end of the round, all the other townsfolk are going to start running.
Run away.
This
away.
guard, these guards like step up, but they don't engage. I think they're a little nervous. This one kind of steps up and like in between, like not letting O1 get by, but not necessarily. Actually, they will attack with hand crossbows that they have. That's
Yeah, there you go.
one hits for sure. Hits O1. The other one misses.
They're attacking with a little handy.
Yeah, they got little handies and they got little
handies. Yeah.
they got big holes and little handies. So O1 actually gets hit with a arrow, pretty solid. That's something. And O2, the guy they were going for AO2 and missed them. I think that's everyone on the board that's alive. All right, back up to the big boys that are right below the fire giants are going to continue to walk this way, breaking fences, chopping down brush as they make it to a point. And I'm just sorry, it's snapping, so I'm just going to put them like right here.
Does anyone have like?
Brad, I don't know if you
sleep
saw,
storm?
but if you
Yeah.
have
I know, right?
the settings in the bottom left hand, you can set snapping sensitivity to 0, and I think it eliminates it.
Where? Oh, settings.
The
Yeah.
3 dots in the lower left settings.
Rip snap sensitivity 0%.
Yep.
Done. Woo! There we go. All right. We ain't snapping at all, y'all. All right. Pip and Dars.
Okay. I think Pip can probably see AO2 over in this corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. So he's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Go like right about there.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. I think for sure you're gonna see him cast his new signature spell, Hunter's Hex.
Now
Ooh.
we need to clarify just to be sure. So there is an orc on an axe beak. They have separate
Yes.
things. So just make sure. you
That's what I
clarify that.
was a smidge concerned about, but I think that's still fine. So, for those of you who can kind of see Pip, you see this like kind of like lavender dark with lavender-ish with a hint of like dark purple kind of like flash in his eyes. He's gonna reach out, cast Hunter's Hex on the orc, on the orc beak, and then after he's like hexed, I'm going to give him disadvantage on Constitution ability checks, and I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Nice.
So it doesn't work for saving throws. It's just skill checks, but
Still.
you know, still. So it's going to be a DC 14. Yes, DC 14 to save for Constitution.
Which he has disadvantage on now, or no?
No.
No,
Okay, you just said that.
just for ability checks. Yeah.
I was just making sure. This is AO2. That's what I was looking at. Sorry, I was trying to look at something else. All right. Oh, 7.
Yes. Awesome.
And they have +3 for con, so that's pretty.
So he takes 6 cold damage plus 2 necrotic damage.
Let's go.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh shit. So that's Pip's turn.
Yep.
Updating my spell slots. Now Dars is going to say, I didn't come all the way from Waterdeep to die here today. And he's gonna rush over here, plot his sling, and make a range attack with his sling.
Nice. At A2 or O2?
Yes, at AO2. And that should be at advantage. Do I get sneak attack since he's engaged?
Are you O2 or AO2?
O2.
O2, yes. Yes.
Excellent. We love that. That's going to be 17 plus 4.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And it's a 1d4 plus 2 piercing.
Let's go.
Plus sneak attack. Whatever.
Plus sneak attack, true. That's a good point. So 2d6 as well.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, sneak attack is awesome.
That's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 piercing total.
All right.
All
He
right.
didn't do the most damage, but he did the last damage to
Hey.
Oh,
All right.
love it.
So you're going to see him literally be like, I didn't come all the way from Waterdeep to die here today. Just like David and Goliath is actually like right into his skull. Watch him like collapse down.
Boom. And you see these things they're the biggest medium-sized creatures that you've ever seen. Like Rokas, of course, but Rokas, you actually go large, right?
Yeah, when I'm raging, I become large.
So what you're like when you're not raging is like the size of these things, but they're in heavy, like they're in plate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty intimidating as it was bearing down on you, but all the damage you did to it, and then Dars just David and Goliath slingshot this thing in the face, and drops it. So that one is down.
Also, keep in mind, AO2 has disadvantage on his next weapon attack because of frostbite.
Okay. Oh yes, got it. All right, that's it, right?
That's it for us.
Rokas and Urgala.
All right,
You're-
so Gus, do you think I could get to roughly here-ish with 40 feet of movement?
Yeah, just right next to the guy.
Okay, so I'm going to grab my 2 throwing axes out of that corpse there.
What are
and
they
run
called?
up here. Hand axes.
What are we shorting them to?
Yeah, I don't think we didn't call him that.
What? Oh,
You grab your 2
handies.
handies. You can move
Oh, my
along.
two
Grab
handies.
your handies. Yeah, come
Be
on.
precise.
All right, I'm gonna chuck the first one at 01 there.
All right. Similar looking big guy. Go for it.
Similar looking big wuss.
Oh,
I'm guessing that's gonna miss. That's 14.
no. Miss.
All right, number 2. Okay, 24.
Hit.
Yeah.
Better.
Ooh, max damage 6. Hold on. I'm sorry.
More than that, bro. Right?
13 points of damage
Let's go.
to that guy from the second axe.
So what you see is this thing like holds up his arm, and one of the handies hits it in his like arm protection, and then he like brings it down and is like and he like gets hit in the shoulder throat almost area with the second one, doing a good amount of damage, very good amount of damage on this thing. What was it again? 13. Wrote it wrong. Anyway, perfect. All right, Regala. What's she be do?
What
Oh,
she
yeah, I'm sorry.
do?
He's gonna come up beside me and shoot this guy with an arrow.
Go for it.
Dirty 20.
Oh, hit. Sorry, I was thinking.
I figured. Oh my god, another max damage roll. 7 damage to that guy.
You are out of control.
I know, the dice are hot.
These
Yeah,
guys.
man.
And then the next one.
Yeah,
16.
missed.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
That's it for Urgala.
as it was like, got throated by this handy.
Oh my God.
An arrow comes and hits him and right like next to it, and he's like, and then he like ducks down, and the second arrow flies over his head. And he looks pissed. So what happens is those axe beaks and their orc riders, they attack. So I'll do this one first. AO2 is going to attack this guard with disadvantage, so don't forget, that's why I said I'm doing it first. And they hit.
Ayo.
Oops. And they take some good damage. AO3. See their max speaks could probably go pretty fast. Oh yeah. Never mind. I was going too slow for them. Makes it all the way to Orthovir AO3. And attacks him. Oh, natural 1. And a 5. So they miss. Now these ones at the top are going to come down. 50. All right, and they come to about there and stop. And Lucy and Gelrin, it is your turns.
Okay. Lucy's gonna move. Oop.
Change
I
your
think-
snap settings, dog.
Yeah, bro.
I think about here. Where do you snap set?
Oh my
bottom
god.
Bottom left.
Corner, and then you click settings, and then it's like the first slider.
I'm gonna ask you again later.
Watch old men not know how to use the internet. And
Yeah.
Ding dong. Time for your
Technology.
Session 12 PSA announcement for Owlbear. If you go to the bottom left setting, click on the 3 dots, go to settings, you can adjust the snap settings there.
Could you just send my instructions to my Hotmail account? Would be
Boom, boom.
that
Right.
would just be fantastic.
Hotmail, not AOL. Come on, dude.
Yeah, the America Online.
Come on, dog.
All right, Lucy moves kind of there. I think that's probably 30 feet, and she pulls a bow off of her back and just screams, "What gives you the right to play executioner? She looses an arrow
Love it.
out at AO3. Now it's an
Amazing.
orc on a fucking bird, right?
Orc on an axe beak, yeah.
She's
The best.
she's specifically aiming for the axe beak, if that matters.
Oh, it does. Very.
Oh, it does.
15 to hit.
On the axe beak.
Yeah.
Hits.
Oh, god damn it! Never mind. She's gonna cast Hunter's Mark after because she was gonna do it first, but she forgot. 'cause she
You can
was
do
so
it first.
excited.
I'll give you guys some things in this combat.
Are you sure? Okay. She casts Hunter's Mark as she's dramatically screaming. That was what that whole thing
She
was.
was
about.
she
That
was
was
just
really
she was just so invested in the fucking speech that she just, you know.
Let's do it all again. Let's start over. How do you turn off gridlock again?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay. She
Yes.
casts Hunter's Mark. Let me mark that on my sheet. Hits that. So arrow is a d6. Cool. Hunter's Mark is what? I know how to play my character.
1d6.
Yep.
No, this is your character, not your special NPC. So you should.
Yeah.
You would think 8 damage all day.
One would imagine.
And that was to the axe beak, right? Just want to make
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right, solid hit.
Thank you. And because she's level 5, she has an extra attack. So she's gonna do the same thing again.
Nice.
Cool.
This time it's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
8 again.
Wow.
Alright.
Perfect. You hit this thing twice, almost in the same spot in like its shoulder area, and it starts limping. As they're like angry looking chocobos, like you mentioned last time, Eric.
Mhm.
But so mean and not cute, and lower to the ground, kind of almost like velociraptors in a way. But this one looks like it can barely hold up the orc that's on top of it. And
Nice.
don't forget about Gilman.
Yeah, I think. What's he gonna do? Well, let's let the dice decide.
Let the dice decide.
He's gonna basically run to Lucy's side, and say, "As soon as it falls, I shall be its end," and like gets his battle axe ready, to swing.
Nice.
Cool.
Joe, can you confirm you were shooting at A3 or 2?
3.
You said 3. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah. We look like we're gearing toward fighting too, but
Well, that's
we're
why. That's why I asked, because it's like closer. So, Cornelius and Darathra.
Well, all right. Darathra's in a weird spot because she was gonna shoot at the guy that's dead.
Right.
So are these townspeople there still? Have they run away? Like,
Which ones? The ones near her?
yeah.
They're in the midst of running. It's a mixture of kids and adults, so they're going a little slower than normal.
Mm.
Okay, gotcha. And she keeps yelling like, get to the like safe point. I don't know, like
Get to the safe point.
South, go south.
Get to the I don't know.
yeah, get up, go.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And she's gonna wheel around. I mean, so I'm gonna move.
Hey,
them.
just so you know, this guy is coming down. I forgot to move him the first time. AO1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
they
do you
would
think
have
she can
moved
get in the
probably to
melee
that.
range, or not quite. She was like right there, I think.
Well, they have 50 feet of movement, so they're probably there.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can
So
get
yeah,
in
she sees the orc go down before, and then Rokas is scattered, like going in different directions. But she sees this axe beak bearing down, yells out to the villagers, like, "Go, get behind me!"
Yep.
And she takes out her great. Is it a great sword? Yeah, her great sword off her back, sort of, and it's really well kept. You can tell. And she just sort of yells out, "No one takes the Triboar over my dead body." And she runs
Oh.
towards this axe beak and will take a swing.
At the axe beak or the
Yeah, she's trying to cut down the axe, like she's yelling at the
Yeah,
orc, but then
yeah.
she tries to like swipe at the legs of this axe beak, just in attacking.
Yep.
All right, so what's her hit with the good sword? Okay. Ugh, 9.
miss.
And then she's gonna hit attack again. So she misses. Maybe she's just really fired up and emotional. 14 on the axe beak.
Hits.
All right, good. There's the damage. Okay, so 5 plus 1 plus 3, so 9 slashing damage from her
Nice. Okay.
greatsword. Cool. So yeah, she's right up in there. And then Cornelius is, 30 feet, probably can't even get me to like Galerin. So
Yeah.
he'll kind of go over and he's also yelling. And then he's actually gonna yell to Lucy. And he's like, "Lucy, when you get a chance, I can give you something to help." But in the meantime, he says that, and then he starts like wheeling his arms around, and like they get closer and closer, and he creates this like orb that's starting to form in his hands, and he is going to cast a chromatic orb of fire at the axe beak itself right there, not the rider. Or actually, it's the rider that's been hit by stuff, right? Not the
Or
axe.
O2, yes.
Yeah, okay, so
O2 in the rider.
okay, then he's gonna fling it at the. I did not mean to leave that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't even know what happened there. So yeah, chromatic orb at the rider.
Yep.
Okay. So spell attack
I'll attack it.
is a dirty 20.
Yep, you hit him.
Okay, and I'm using fire right now. I
Yep.
think I said that. Okay, so 3d8. 9. So he takes 11 fire damage.
Ooh.
Perfect. So what you see, well, okay. You scorch this dude. How does it look? He's done.
Oh yeah, he like the orb kind of like starts off slow and then just sort of takes off. And I would say it like if it's killing him, it almost looks like it's gonna burn a hole through him, but it just sort of like stops halfway. And like he gets like the force of the hit from the fire also knocks him off the axe beak as he dies, I'd say.
Nice.
Yep.
So yeah, he falls. The axe beak rears back and standing there riderless. All right.
And then I'm just going to use my bonus action to, since I have 1 level of fighter,
Yeah.
do second wind and try and get some of those 10 hit points back.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's like, he sees he's pumped up from seeing this that chromatic orb do such a good job after he basically almost died. And cool, I gained 9 of the 10 back.
Damn,
That's
that's a
his
good
turn.
roll.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm almost to max. And then I already just returned. Sorry.
Good.
Yep, good.
All right, the giants continue their lumbering down, and they get to about, and I'm just going to say this is the middle of T2, the little campground area, and they stop right there. They point to the M's. One of them points to these M's, and a fire ignites into this little shack, which is Dars's little house, or where he stays. So he's mad if he sees it. And the other one does the same thing, steps onto this dead body, and
Rude.
points to these things, and they start to put more buildings aflame down here, but they relatively stay in the same area ish. And what you hear, Rokas maybe is the only one over on that side, and Urgala, you could see kind of rolls her eyes as Narth yells, what does he say? The bigger risk, the bigger the reward. And he goes and attacks AO5.
All
And
right.
you remember him from the and we rushed through this part. The
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm slowing us down because I want to say this, but the lion's share where they sell like
Yeah.
goods or whatever, where you got your robe, Cornelius.
That's this guy.
So yeah, that's Narth down there. So he attacks axe beak, and he hits the axe beak with his short sword, and he does some damage to it. So that's what Narth is doing down there. Okay. And then O1 comes down, attacks the guard right in front of you.
No.
Rokas. Oh gosh, I'll do both attacks. Rolls. Okay. And completely this one. Yeah. Okay. Decapitates the guard right in front of you.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Um,
That feels
I'm just gonna delete
appropriate.
and growls at you, looking up at you actually as he growls. Orthavir again uses his action to disengage and starts running towards this group, and then I'll just pull all these guys down as they're using their dash action to try and get away. All right. So now you see the ORs coming around the corner.
Damn, dude.
That's a lot. Who's got Fireball queued up?
I should have taken
Um,
that 5th level.
So, Pip, Dars, you are up.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh man. So it's the orc that's left over here, correct? This guy?
I'm on actual. Yeah, there you go. Yes. The axe beak is A02.
The Axbeak is still alive?
Yes, that's what's
Yeah,
alive.
I killed the.
Yeah.
I
You killed the orc.
my
Okay,
chromatic
perfect.
orb, yeah.
So Pip's gonna turn, recast Hunter's Hex on the orc for AO3.
Yep. Okay.
We're gonna say we're gonna hex dexterity this time around.
Okay. Cool.
Let's do Mind Sliver. So flash of energy, striking to his psyche. That one is wisdom.
I think
Psychic.
intelligence.
Or
Yes, intelligence sounds right. Double checking. Yes, intelligence.
-2, 10.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
So it's going to be 2 psychic damage, 2 necrotic damage. And then he's going to get a 1d4 penalty to his next saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay.
Yes. That'll be Pip's turn. And then what's the status with AO1 up here?
Engaged with Durathra. I would say from your vantage point, you're not sure.
Well, how about Dars's perspective?
You know that she hit the orc. He knows that she hit the orc.
Okay.
Or no, hit the actual axe beak.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to follow her lead. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get another sling ready. Let it rip. Advantage again.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, that's going to be a little bit worse. That's 12 plus 4, I think it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's fine.
So
You hit
16.
the axe.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dog. All right, he's fucking crushing it, dude. That's a 14 piercing damage total.
Holy Dars.
He takes out the axe beak. It falls to the ground.
These slings are like fucking molten lava coming out of those like
Yeah,
slings.
man.
Achoo! That's what you get for attacking Triboar! And that'll be our collective turn.
All right, Rokas.
Yes.
He's gonna like jump in the middle of this train wreck here,
Yeah, buddy.
and he's going to
I
Like,
don't
as
want
he's-
to live.
as he's coming down, he's got his axe, and it like becomes like red hot.
Yep.
And he slams it to the ground and uses Ember of the Fire Giant for his first attack. So it's
hell yeah.
in a 15-foot radius. Everything needs to make a DC 16 saving throw.
Oh, wow.
Nice. What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity, sorry.
Okay, you're good.
Makes
So
me
you
think of
did all
Diablo.
4 of them. I'll say 01 is a little further.
Absolutely.
So O1's not in it, but the other 4 here are.
4 are, yes.
Sweet.
Damn, bro. Hold on. Okay.
That's sick.
Say it again. Dex save.
Yeah, 16 is the save.
Fail.
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah.
And the other 2 are the axe beaks, right?
Yeah, and they're riders.
Pass.
Are they Rough Riders?
Pass.
No.
Rough Riders.
Passing.
Oh.
Fail.
Yo.
And then
And-
our Fridays roll.
Fail.
Oh,
So the axe beaks save. The other 4 fail.
Okay. So they all take that's pretty good.
I'm gonna so I can see the numbers.
10 fire damage on a failed save and are blinded until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
And then
Oh my
Your
gosh.
next turn?
everything else takes half damage. So 5 damage.
Okay.
Damn.
You
It's
said
like a
10 damage?
barbarian fireball. Kind of.
It is.
Kind
pretty
of,
cool.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot less damage, but still. And that's only 1 attack, so I still have my other attack.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's
They're-
awesome. too.
Sorry. 10 damage.
10 damage and are blinded, or if they succeed, just half damage and not blinded.
Dude.
A lot of damage. Collectively.
A lot of damage.
Damage.
And now their attack rolls have disadvantage.
And mine have advantage.
Exactly.
And my axe.
And my bow.
So I can do that once per turn, up
Once-
to 3 turns per long
Oh,
rest.
wow.
Like
Wow.
proficiency bonus number of turns per long rest.
Nice. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Pretty,
Great. You're gonna spread out.
It's pretty
Um,
okay. Yeah.
All right. I got it all.
Okay. So then is OR2 here blind?
Yes. He is.
Okay.
one of the blinded ones.
I'm gonna attack him with my axe,
All right.
You're handy.
with my handy.
Nice.
It's double handy.
This is a
Don't
bigger
give it to him. Don't give it.
22,
Double handy.
and I'm now gonna use Strike of the Fire Giant for an extra D10 of damage.
hit.
Where's my D12?
It's a hot handy.
Blinded by the handy.
That's not very much.
This is when we lost our money on YouTube. Took this long.
15 damage to OR2.
You were laying it down, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, Rokas is a machine.
That was a huge.
He came to light stuff on fire.
Um,
And that wasn't even a good roll on the die either. I rolled a 2 and a 6 on a D12.
how many times can you do that?
I can do that extra D10 of damage the same, like 3 times per long rest. But like once per turn.
Yeah. Got it. All right. So you laid out the big dogs twice in a row, right? And they're blinded, meaning what? They have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yep, and attack rolls
Yeah.
against them have advantage.
And they fail anything automatically if it relies on sight.
Yeah, so like if they need to see a bird or something,
Oh man,
they can't see the bird.
Didn't finish that birding checklist for the day.
Yeah, one of those orcs was like got his little bird watching handbook. Like, oh, I'm gonna tell my kids if I see a pigeon, it's gonna be awesome.
Pigeon.
They're rare in this part of the story.
you know what? That's true. That's very true.
All right. And then Urgala is going to run up and hit this guy with her Morning Star. Can't forget about her.
By the way, Zephyros would be so mad if he couldn't see the birds. Anyway, where's she at? Okay, she's gonna hit. She's gonna attack 01. Okay.
Yeah. 01.
I wish I had a spell to contact Zephyros right now. I would be
16?
totally doing that.
Would you really be doing that in mid combat of defending a town? It's like, hey Zephyros, just thinking about you, saw some birds, thought about you.
I was gonna ask him to help, not about the birds.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay.
Way more practical. Okay.
Hey, let me show you
16
this bird. What
misses.
is it? I know you're a bird watcher.
Chris,
Do you like
16
blue jays?
misses. Natural 20.
all right. Well, that's
Damn,
Jeez.
2d8.
this is hot today.
He's like a Saiyan. He almost died a couple episodes ago, and now he's like
Yeah, he's come back
stronger
Super
than
Saiyan.
ever. Yeah, exactly.
What's her plus 3? 15 points of damage for Urgala on 01.
If that's the case, Joe. He needs to spend in between every turn going.
Yeah, so true.
for anyone that's in the vicinity, which is just you two. 01 looks on death's door, but not dead.
But not dead.
But he's not.
All right. Here we go. The A0's turn. I'll start I'll go left to right. So A05 is going to attack Narth. Or Narth.
Go with.
Brought it upon himself. Oh, and it misses. He dodges out of the way.
Nice job, Narth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Narth.
Get
What
it,
a
Narth.
narth.
Way to go, buddy. What a champ.
A04 and A06 come down on you. They both were also blinded, so they'll have disadvantage on their attacks. Right?
Yep.
Well, that one doesn't need disadvantage. Okay. Or 16. Does that hit?
That will hit. Yep.
So that's one with disadvantage.
Damn.
He rolled, yeah. Oh, so 11 damage, so 5 to you.
All right. I'm going to use Stone's Endurance, which is an ability that I just now remembered I had to decrease that damage by 8.
A million.
So I take no damage.
So it does no damage to you, even though it hits you. It hits you, and like the blade sinks into your arm, and then it pops back out like it hit a rock, and it is very confused. If it could see, it's just surprised it made contact. So now we'll go to A01 is going to attack Durathra. So you got our AC, JD, right?
Yes, sir. You have to beat a 14.
All right. Miss. Got an 11. So swings. She dodges out of the way.
Cool.
A02 goes after the guard right in front of him. It was at an 18 and it rolled to a 5. So it misses.
Hmm.
And then, A03 is going to flank the guard because they're closest now.
Advantage.
Oh, wait, which one is just the axe beak?
A02.
Okay, well, they missed anyway. Okay, so A03 is just. Oh, hit. All right, this guard is looking very, very injured right in front of you guys. That's all the A0s. Lucy and Gelrin, you are next.
Are the A0s low enough to hit melee? Like, if
You
I
could reach either one.
walk up to them? Yeah, okay.
2 or 3. 2 is
speed-
just the X beak.
Yeah. Lucy's
Remember,
gonna.
Cornelius just told you that he can help you out if you come to him at some point.
Oh yeah, that's right. She does actually go back to say, Cornelius, I heard you. I don't know why I'm speaking like you. It's very strange.
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can give me something. So she stands next to Cornelius. And then she shoots her bow at the axe beak of AO3. For her first attack. Natural 1. So I think that misses.
Oh.
Okay. From where you're standing right now,
Oh god. Yep.
roll a D4. You want to
Okay.
roll a 4.
2.
You hit the guard.
Perfect. So
Well,
roll
go and roll
damage.
damage, but it's really low. So
Don't roll damage, you said?
no, roll damage
Oh,
just to
okay.
make sure. But
Just roll low. 1.
Hey.
Doesn't
Okay,
get lower
hey.
than that.
the guard gets hit in the calf with your
Oh, no.
arrow and drops to a knee like they were gonna die, but they're not dead yet.
Do I have to add my dexterity
Yes.
bonus?
Oh no.
Damn
Yes,
it. 2 damage. 2 damage.
All right, they're dead.
No.
How does
Oh my
someone
God.
obsessed with justice
What did you
reconcile
do?
murdering a guard on accident? I'm unsure.
You were
You didn't
shooting.
break
You
your
would have either
oath?
hit Gelrin, the guard, Pip Up, or nobody with a nat 1, and you hit.
Oh, she's gonna have to self-punish, I guess. She uses attack number 2
That's
to
funny.
do the same thing. 22.
You're a broken oath paladin now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 9 total.
Yeah, you destroy that axe beak. It is gone.
Okay.
Um,
And then as a bonus action, I'll move my hunter's mark to the orc that fell off of it, who's obviously alive, right?
yep. And
2 or 3.
you killed 2 people on that turn.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
Was it 2 that you killed?
One
Yep.
axe beak and one ally.
No, the axe beak of AO3. So
Yeah.
AO3 is only an orc. AO2 is only an axe beak.
Yeah, leave it. Yeah, I marked them down. So they're still there. The icon is because one of the
Yeah.
2 things is alive.
I was just tilting it just to like.
Oh, okay.
And then Lucy yells, Gelrin, kill the orc that fell. He felled the guard. She doesn't really yell that. I was just being dramatic. But
You're being
Gelrin,
funny. You're being a
Galrin
funny
does
guy.
sprint up to AO3 and swing his battle axe at the orc who has landed.
Yep.
Has the orc fallen? Like, is this at advantage or no? Did he like
How much damage did you do to the axe beak? It was a decent amount, right?
9?
We'll say yeah. He's prone. We'll just say he's prone.
Oh, hell yeah. Galrin makes 2 battle axe attacks, so let's try that. First one's going to be 21 to hit. Second one is going to be 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So
What's the modifier?
to hit?
No, for damage.
4.
So you have to roll a 2 and a 1. You have to roll lower than you have to roll at least a 1 and a 2 to kill this thing with your actual dice roll.
I should send you a picture of the 1 and the 2 that I rolled.
Really?
In that order.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude.
11
put it
hit
in the
points,
picture.
so if it's +4, that's 8. So yeah, he kills him.
Nice.
Amazing. He decapitates. Like it falls on the ground and rolls a bit, and as like Galrin's running toward him, I like the idea that the orc is rolling toward him, and Galrin just kind of is still muttering to himself, "I hate orcs," and he kind of grins and just cleanly like removes his head.
Oof. Nice.
He makes 2 attacks. Oh, that was both of them, right? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna say that he channeled those 2 attacks into 1 was enough damage to clear his head off. And that's it.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
All right, Cornelius and Durathra.
All right. So as Lucy stands next to me, Cornelius just she hears him go when she downs the guard. And he kind of looks at her and starts chanting. And as he starts chanting, does she know her languages are what, Joe?
Giant, Dwarvish, Common.
Okay, so she hears him speaking a really guttural like language that she's never heard. It's Draconic. He reaches out and touches you, and this glow kind of pulses through his arm and into his hand, and then like he like puts his hand on your chest, and the glow kind of goes into you, and then like up into your neck, and you now have for up to 1 minute. Oh, and this is a bonus action. Sweet. You now have ice dragon breathing.
Nice.
Oh, let's go.
So
Cool, man.
yeah. So now once until the end of the spell, you can take a magic action to exhale a 15-foot cone of cold.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that was a bonus action. So I'm gonna kind of step up and as much as I can. Would you say I'm going to be able to get within, like, is it within 20 feet or not quite? Because I'm going to throw a dart and it will be short or like normal or long range.
I think you can hit the axe beak from there, from 20 feet. I think that's 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to do that. He's going to try and toss the dart out at it. 25.
Hit.
That is 5 piercing damage.
Nice. All right. The axe beak has been darted.
All right.
All right. Durathra, did she already go?
No, so she's gonna
Oh.
do 2 swings at the sorry, I somehow muted myself when I kept talking. She's gonna take 2 swings at the axe beak here.
It's just the orc on A01.
Okay. Yeah, at the orc. So first attack is a 19.
Hit.
Okay. Second attack is an 18.
Hit.
All right. 2d6 plus 3. So the first swing is an 11.
Okay.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that would be enough. Oh, that wasn't great. The next one is an 8. So 19 slashing damage altogether.
How does she cut this thing down?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Damn.
As she hears the and whips her head around and hears the screaming and this orc, its axe beak died. She just gets this anger in her eye, and she just hacks and swings it. Notices that the thing just kind of gets swung back, and then she just reaches back again and comes down with all of her force. And he's too slow to block, and she cleaves into his collarbone partially, and has to yank it back out of him.
Nice. The list of combatants is getting a little bit shorter.
Yeah,
Slowly
and
but surely.
she's gonna move over. Is this person clearly dead, or do we not know?
You wouldn't know for most people if they're alive or unconscious.
Okay,
They're all bleeding and bruised a little bit, but yeah, not really sure.
yeah, she's gonna run over here because she sees the enemies, but she wants to. But she's running towards the person as opposed to just the enemies there, and that's it.
Okay. All right. I don't think any of you see this, so I'm not going to describe what they're doing, but the giants stop moving. I'll say that.
Oh boy.
Okay, they must be dead. That's great.
Yeah.
They were so scared of Rokas. They just
Yeah, that's
died.
it.
That's exactly what happened. It's confusing. Okay. Narth takes an attack on 805, the axe beak, and he hits the axe beak. He's the hero, I think. For 3 damage. You will be fouled. Which one's that? Sorry. 05. All right. So now the M's, the little tiny fire creatures. Well, I can't describe to you why they are doing what they're doing, but they are moving. The Rathra is going to be attacked by 2 of them.
Oh no.
All right.
It's the first attack by these guys. Gotta make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. 16 to hit,
That hits.
and then 7 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so the first one hits Durathra for 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Is a creature or a flammable. So, and then she is on fire.
Oh, okay.
She starts to catch fire where it hits her in her leg hip area. And none of them are close enough to do anything else. So that is the end of their turn.
Okay.
So 01 takes a swing at Urgala. Two swings at Urgala. 20, dirty. Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. For
Urgala.
Urgala? I forgot that was my character.
No, you're good.
DC 12 or armor class 12.
Okay, she gets hit twice
Ow.
by a great axe,
Oh.
which
That's
does 11 damage and then 6 damage. So 17 slashing damage to Urgala.
She says ow.
Nice. All right, we'll go back. So then all the people run run.
Get out of here,
Run.
kids.
All right, they're pretty much all safe now. They're far enough away by the end of their next turn. They should all be safe enough to run away. So, Rokas, you are going to take. Walks through
Good. Clump them up.
3
More
attacks,
barbarian fireballs.
2 of which are still blind, right? Because it's until your next turn.
Yeah, start of my next turn.
So 2 are going to attack you with disadvantage, and they get 2 attacks. So 4 disadvantage, and then 1's going to attack you with advantage, right? Because he's flanking.
Sure.
Hold
I
on
mean,
to
that's
your
a bummer.
butts. All right, so disadvantage number 1. Misses.
Woo.
Disadvantage number 2. 8. 14.
Miss.
Oh, that's a 19. So with disadvantage is a natural 1.
Hey.
So that's let's see which one.
The disadvantage is helpful.
OR
Yeah, great.
3 drops their great axe on the ground. And now for the one with advantage. I assume that hits. 22 to hit.
Yep. Yeah, I'll hit.
And then 19 to hit.
Also hit.
Okay. So you take on the first attack that hits 8 slashing, so 4. And then 15 slashing, so 7.
So it's 11 all day.
Yes.
Ow.
So that's, are there more than 3 ORs, or did you guys already kill one?
I think there are only 3 ORs.
All right. What round are we on total? Because we're back at the top again. Is this the 3rd round?
Take a guess. What do you think? What's your gut tell you, Brad?
3.
Start around 4.
Start around 4. Perfect. Pip and Dars.
Pippin does. Sounds like a shopping convention
Pip and
center.
Dars.
I was thinking it sounds like Dippin' Dots.
Dots. Yeah, Dippin' Dots, Pippin' Dots, yeah. Do I see these little flamers coming around the corner?
You see an axe beak right in front of you, and then little flame boys behind him. Little fiery creatures.
Can I do like a quick insight check to see like what this X Beak's vibe is?
It just took a dart by Cornelius, so go ahead and do like insight.
Oops, start in your neck.
Insight, like animal handling, anything like that, just so I can see like where it's at, you know?
Yeah, just start with straight up insight.
19 for insight.
It's gonna attack Cornelius because it hit.
Okay, so it's an angry bird.
Angry bird.
It's an angry bird. Okay. Hunter's Hex. We'll hit it with a Constitution disadvantage, and then we'll go ahead and try and do for Frostbite. DC 14, Constitution saving throw
Axe beak.
on that big old burb.
18.
Okay, so saves. That's bonus action. That's regular action. I think seeing all this action coming from like that northern part of the map, Pip's gonna try and come down a little bit. Not a ton, just like right about, I think, there. Still staying in range, but just gonna like putting a little more distance between.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dars is gonna be like, Darathra, watch your flank. Come up here. Is she engaged, right? She is engaged with a few of these things, right?
Those 2, yep. So you're good, yeah.
Fuck yeah. We're just gonna keep this train rolling. That's a natural 20.
Hey yo!
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go.
I think we found our MVP.
I assume you're doing 12.
What's that?
He's attacking number 12.
Yes, correct. Oh, that's actually the lowest roll he's had all day. That's 7 piercing. Oh, doubled. So 7 times, so 14 piercing damage
With sneak attack?
with sneak attack. Yeah,
That's with the sneak attack already.
yeah. That was his lowest roll he's had all day.
So it should be dead. It is not. It did not take as much
Interesting.
damage as it seemed like it would have.
Okay.
It's a magical fire creature. A piercing kind of just stops, like as it goes to like
Okay.
pierce it.
And I think upon seeing that, he's going to yell and say, "Darathra, fall back! We need you!" And he's going to go back another 10 feet, like right here.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. But it looks very hurt. It just doesn't look as hurt. Or
Right.
it should have been dead, is the point. Rokas or Gala.
All right.
Now they are not blinded, or is it the end of your turn?
Now they are not blinded.
Okay.
Uh,
For now.
Bigger boy.
I am going to do it again, though. So let's do another DC 16 dexterity saving throw for whoever's within 15 feet of me.
I should have moved some of them away, huh? All right.
Well, they opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true. So that's oh my gosh. All right. All the ORs at AO 4 and 6, Axbeak and Rider.
Yep.
What are they doing again? Sorry, say it again.
DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
16 dex. Oh, natural 20.
Nuts.
Fail. And over 16.
Yep.
So the ORs. I just want to keep it straight. OR 1 and 3 saved. OR 2 failed.
Okay.
A04 and A06. Fail. Fail. Fail.
Yeah.
And succeed. So
No.
one Axbeak succeeded, the 2 orcs and the other Axbeak failed.
All right. So this is a little more disappointing. The
I'm just-
failures take 4 damage, fire damage, because I rolled a 1.
Oh,
And
man.
everyone else takes 2 if they succeeded, and the failures are blinded.
That's way different than last time. Okay.
Well, I rolled a 7 last time. This time I rolled a 1.
Who else succeeded, Brad? It was OR1, OR3, and who else?
Axbeak 2 or so. The Axbeak for
So 6?
yes.
Actually, we should do it the other way around.
Whatever. But the
So
rider
one-
failed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
So
what
everyone who's
damage?
tilted is blinded.
That guy's not blinded, the 01 there.
A 1? He's not?
No, I don't think he was in range.
Oh.
Right?
Sorry. Who?
It was
01 was not in
No,
range.
they're not in range.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So then I'm going to attack OR2 again. And I will once again use Strike of the Fire Giant. Oh my god, I rolled a 3 and a 4. I got
Oh my
cold.
gosh.
I'm cold now,
You
everyone.
did get cold.
Got cold. So 11. Sorry, 12
On who? Sorry.
on OR2.
Definitely a miss.
Yeah.
Our fire giant is cold. This is not a good sign.
That's
That's
not what
a
you
miss.
want. That's not what you want at all. And actually, I don't use the fire giant because that happens when I hit with an attack. So then Urgala is going to attack 01. And she is going to roll so much better than Rokas did.
So much bestest.
Okay, that's good. 23 to hit for the first one.
Hits.
D8.
That's 01, right?
Yeah.
She
So, what?
first, if she hits with her first attack, what's her modifier?
For damage, +3. and I rolled an 8, so 11 damage.
Okay, I was gonna say if you roll a 1, you kill it.
Hooray!
She kills
It dies.
All right.
And then she
then
has a second attack, right?
she's gonna run up and hit AO6 here. Who's blinded? Correct, the rider.
The rider is blinded.
All right, let's do this, Urgala. 18.
Hits.
Let's go.
For 6 damage.
That is exactly what she needed to kill it.
Hey.
Awesome.
So does the beak, the axe beak, continue hanging out, or is it like?
It's there. You're not sure if it is going to attack or run away or just stand
Okay.
there.
Okay. I'll make this even more. There.
So Urgala doing work.
Doing work.
Yeah.
Well, Rokas didn't really have a very good turn, but
Um,
Urgala had a great turn.
still. All right. A's turn. A0's turn. A05 attacks Narth. And this time,
Stay alive, North.
Yeah. This time it hits. Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's see if it can withstand a hit. If he can withstand a hit. Oh yes, he does. He takes huge damage.
Oh no!
You hear like, "Oh no!" and he is very hurt.
Oh,
No! That was 1. 4 and okay, so A04 is blinded and looking like he's about to die, but he'll take a disadvantage swing at you, Rokas.
Okay.
Oh no. 14 plus 6 is dirty 20.
That will hit.
Oof.
So he dumb luck hits for oh no. 7 damage. 7. So that's 3 slashing. The other one, A06, is just an axe beak, and it does nothing right now. And then A02, we already established, got a dart thrown at it, so it's going to trot over at Cornelius and take a beak attack.
Here we go.
Bye, Corny.
Oh man, 18 to hit.
Oh, and okay, even if I wait, actually.
You have mage armor.
That is +5. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna, as it comes at me, I use my reaction to cast shield. So I sort of do my thing where it looks like a just for a split second, so like a almost transparent shield appears and then disappears on my arm, and I deflect it.
Boom. It goes to bite you, and it feels like it hits something and rears back. Like, what the hell, man? So Lucy and Galrin.
cool. We'll have Gel.
Why don't you do a perception check real quick for Lucy?
Okay. Yeah, Lucy perception. 14.
You hear a lot of commotion coming from behind you.
Oh.
Like behind
she-
you, meaning to your west, so the west side of the map. So where Rokas is.
Yeah. Okay. I think you've got. I'm not Cornelius. Jesus Christ. I think you've got this covered. Let me go check out my flank, and then she's gonna dash over to Urgala.
Urgala. Yep.
Urgala. And basically just kind of involve herself in the fight here. So with the dash action, yeah, I can't do much else. The person has to be dead for me to move Hunter's Mark, which is true because that person got decapitated. So she's going to move Hunter's Mark over to, I think, AO6.
Okay.
Is it?
Just for AO6 is just the axe beak, and it did not act on its turn.
She's going to move Hunter's Mark over to OR1.
Perfect.
Cool. Gelrin is going to pick up his axe and kind of like wipe the blood off with his shield of the orc and just say, that feels so good to murder orcs, and then step up and swing at the axe beak.
What? All right.
This guy's got a dark turn.
Yes, yes, it did. Go for
Yeah, and it's the best. So attack 1. Yeah, 20 something, like 22-ish. Let's just for fun do attack 2.
Yep.
Same thing, 21.
Yep.
We roll d8s. Oh
Now,
my gosh.
You could kill it, but it depends on what you roll.
Well, without a modifier, I rolled 13 damage. So what did we say his modifiers were?
I think it's like 4, right?
4. So yeah, add
Yep.
8 to that.
Yeah, you take this thing out.
Nice.
Yeah, he does like, I think, 2 quick swings, quicker than what you think a dwarf with a shield should be able to do.
Mhm.
But he like fillets this thing, I think, showing like old, like he's skilled beyond his years, right? Like he might
Oh, yeah.
not look like
Yeah.
it, but he knows his way around an axe.
Mhm.
And then I think he's gonna move up, kind of using this house a little bit. I don't want to say necessarily as cover, but kind of in that same vein. But he is not taking cover, just kind of like up to the side of the house a little bit, and then he can very clearly see these little guys, right, at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They have come outside, right? Okay. He just says, "Come stand against Clan Foehammer," and like bangs his shield and axe together,
Perfect.
trying to get their attention.
This guy's at 11, man.
Yeah, he's having a good
Yeah.
time.
He's bathing in the blood of his enemies.
I mean, seriously,
Oh,
yeah.
That's our turn, though.
All right,
Wonderful.
perfect. Darathra and Cornelius.
All right. Darathra's
Yeah,
on
little
fire. Do you
fire.
want to do damage? How do you want to what do you want to do for the being on fire thing?
Oh, there's a mechanic for it. Essentially,
1d. I saw a 1d10 fire damage per every time you start a turn on fire. I don't know if that's what you.
it's so it says
Sorry.
no, it says it until a creature takes an action to douse. It takes 1d6 fire damage at the end of each of its turns. So
Okay. Okay.
So you have the turn, but you have to take an action to put the flames out, or you take 1d6 at the end of your turn.
Right. Oh, because I don't know if I want to give up the attack, but can she put herself out and well, first of all, she do a perception check to see the state of the survivor that she ran over?
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that free action since she was already.
Okay. I want to say there's that stupid sheet. Okay, so just a 12 then.
Let me see. They're alive.
Okay. So seeing that, yes, she's on fire, but she's gonna see these imp things that are around her and around this fallen sort of alive, but either unconscious or prone woman. She just like grits and takes her axe or her greatsword and tries to cleave down twice on M12.
So it took a pebble or whatever you want to call it from Dars.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it, but it may only take one if you hit.
True. So I haven't been a fighter before. When you use multi-attack, would I be able to do it like one M12 and M9, or is it they have to be against the same?
You mean
M-
multi-attack or two-handed?
Oh yeah, multi-attack just makes. Oh, it's just 2 melee attacks. So I guess you
Yeah.
could change.
Yeah.
Okay, so first one is a 17.
Hits.
All right. That is a 8.
Okay. She cleaves through M12, a little creature, but as it's dying, you see it starts to bubble up and get bigger and then
Oh no!
explode.
Oh
So make a
gosh.
dex save.
Holy crap.
Oh, 3 definitely didn't save.
Oh no. She takes 8 fire damage from the explosion.
Oof, okay.
Damn.
Would that have hit the woman there too?
Not M12 would not.
Okay. Oh, so that first one cleaved it and exploded. She's gonna like scream, but then still swing over at M9 too.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
That's 15.
Hits.
All right. So 8 damage again.
Which number is that?
For M9.
9. Okay, sorry. So it doesn't seem like it took as much damage as it should have, which is probably a good thing because you wouldn't want that one to explode on you too. But okay.
Okay. And then yes, Cornelius now is gonna see all this happening and the 4 ice method things over there. He's gonna like take 10 steps and then just like throw his arms forward in this weird way, like in the middle of his stride, and he's gonna blink out and then in. Up here, I'm casting Misty Step with a bonus action to make my way up to
Yep.
that crew right there. And then as he like reappears, he's already breathing in, and you can see like the blue glow just get brighter and brighter and brighter. And he's gonna do his ice dragon's breath attack against so it's 15-foot cone. So I imagine that I'm maybe, can I hit M10, 11, and 7 or no? Probably.
Yeah, I would say 10, 11, 7 is fine for 15 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
Let's
they have
go.
to roll a con D13 save.
13?
Yep.
Con? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yes, that's a fail. 1/5.
Hey,
All right.
1 pass.
Okay.
And then what'd you say? 14? 15?
Yeah, 14. 13, DC 13.
All right, they rolled a 14. So the one right in front of you fails, the other 2 pass.
Okay. Okay, so the one who fails is going to take full damage, and this is again cold damage. So not 3d6 yet. So the damage amount is 10. So if it fails, it takes the 10, and if it succeeded, it takes 5.
And it's 10, 11, and 7. So 11.
Yeah. And I don't know if it matters that it's cold damage, but
It does not. I mean, it does because it's not like fire damage.
that's right.
So, yeah. So they all take it. You see M10 take the full brunt of it, fall back. But again, after it falls back, it wells up and explodes.
Damn it.
So make a dex save.
Oh gosh. Okay. Critical fail.
Really?
Yes, I cannot do dex saves for my life. Apparently,
It's a low save DC so far. So 7 fire damage to you. Flammable objects that aren't being worn. No, you're not on fire. So you just take the 7 fire damage, but you're not on.
although I can, as a reaction, I can save it. Oh no, I mean I rolled so low. Never mind. So 8 damage but not on fire.
7 damage, not on fire.
Perfect.
And all right. Is that good?
Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure if the other ones died or not, but yeah, okay, that's it.
No, the other ones
Both
took it
saved.
since
Yeah.
they only took half. They did not die or explode.
Okay,
So
so Cornelius is done.
why don't Bergala and Rokas make and Lucy, now that you're over there, perception check.
Rokas doesn't see it, and neither does Regala.
Okay. Lucy?
8.
All right. Never mind. The Giants have stopped. Again, the Giants stopped moving, and you're not sure why. You're too busy with everything in your face. Narth. Oh, somebody help! And he disengages and he starts running.
That little
he only
pretty
gets
boy
there.
Butch, man.
And then now, all the little creatures come running.
He's so quickly my favorite character.
Can't outrun an axe beak, bro.
Oh man, Cornelius might
boy.
get in trouble here soon.
Oh, you bye, Cornelius. See you, buddy.
Again.
Yes. So the Magman, so
And they
M9
explode upon death. Oh my god.
attacks
The Magman.
Durathra. So this first attack is on Durathra. It's a 14.
Oh, that hits.
Uh-oh.
Really? Dang it. 5 fire damage to her.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to roll the fire damage already. That because I didn't put out the flames. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
got
She just takes
1d6. You said, yeah.
1d6. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, so she's on fire and getting hit with more fire. Fire is shooting at her.
So Cornelius, you you ice breathed them. So
Yeah.
the other 3 are going to swarm you.
Oh, great.
And I'm going to do 3 attacks in a row.
Oh, no.
1 for each of them.
You saw the shield there ready?
Only once.
Yeah.
16
Well,
to hit.
What was that again?
16 to hit the first one.
16. Sorry, I'm just calculating if I want to do arcane deflection or shield. Oh shoot, I don't think arcane deflection. So yeah, I do my reaction and bring up my shield to make it not hit me.
That's your only reaction, right? 2 more attacks coming at you.
It lasts until the something of your next turn, though.
That's true. I do get the bonus still. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. 15.
Yeah, so that still doesn't hit. So now, like, instead of just momentarily flashing away, now it like keeps pulsing away, and I'm just blocking.
Love it.
And then 6. So you all 3 do not hit once you put up that shield.
All right.
You guys want to say lucky on that one? Well, you did it. Okay. Are there any more O's? The O's are gone, right?
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. We just killed.
All right.
Yeah.
We are
you're
back to the
delighted.
top of the round.
All right, Brad. So this is round 5. You told me to keep an eye out for this one.
Yep. Round 5. Good to know. So 2 unblinded ORs and 1 blinded OR or what are they called? Orogs are going to attack you in flanking Rokas.
Orokais.
Are you ready?
He was born ready.
Okay, so this is the one of the advantage ones. 20 something.
Yep.
I'll just see who hits and who doesn't, and then I'll roll damage.
Okay.
with you.
Sure.
This is the other advantage one. I'll do these ones first. 20, dirty.
Yep.
And the disadvantage one definitely misses. Okay. Oh wait, that was just they each have 2 attacks.
No balls.
So 2 of 3
Womp womp.
attacks hit so far. Okay, 3 of 4 hit.
Oof.
Okay, what about 16? Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay, 4 hits.
Oof.
And then the other. Okay, so you get 4 weapon attacks hit you from 6 total attacks.
Ouch.
So the first one is only 5 damage. So you take
All right.
2. 6 damage, so you take 3.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. 6 damage, so you take 3.
All right.
And then
Okie dokie.
damage, so you take 5.
I take 5.
Yes.
Ow, that would hurt more. Oof. Okay.
All right. You're still doing okay?
I mean, I'm still alive. I've taken 2 Cornelius's worth of damage, but I'm doing great.
I mean, the tank is tanking, so
Yeah.
If only we had a
Um,
healer.
thing.
all right, there's only the 3 ORs.
I guess you
So?
could say it's a tankless job.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be
And
here
good
all
night,
night.
guys. That's the end. That was
Yeah,
the-
we
Take your tip your
That's
waiters.
the
Thank you
end
so
of
much. We'll see you
D&D.
next time. Take care.
Just waiting for the right moment.
Pip and Dars.
All right. Team Pip and Dars, I think. Man, Cornelius, you're going to be like afraid of all the elements by the time this is all said and done.
I think that's true.
I guess Pip hasn't seen this explosive property for these magmen yet, so he's going to do Hunter's Hex on M11. We're going to Hex Strength. But I think he is smart enough to realize that Frostbite's probably the best way to go about this one. So DC 14 Constitution save on M11.
All right, let's go.
7.
We like that.
Oh, we still have Jack.
5 cold damage and 2 necrotic on M11.
M11 is no more.
Oh.
All right.
But M11 loads.
Oh no.
Cornelius and Gelrin
Deck
make
save.
a dex.
Oh, you saw Galrin there?
Oh my god, a critical fail again.
Dude.
What kind of save is it, Brad?
Dex.
This is the same die that critical failed the decks on the trying to control the tower too.
The Cornelius curse is real.
Oh, he's got a negative on his dex. Come on. 15.
He passes. Cornelius, you take 7 more fire damage.
Oh my gosh.
Gelrin takes 3 then.
It's a slow moving dwarf.
But then he packs
All right.
a punch when he gets there.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. How much damage? I wasn't listening at all.
3.
Okay. Thank you.
Pip's going to move up about 10 feet just to get a little bit, I mean, a little bit more actually, but close to like 20 feet just to like get a little bit closer. And then Dars is going to, I guess he doesn't see these little guys over here yet, does he?
Yeah, I would say no.
He's going to try and come up here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Is that enough, you think, for M9?
Yes.
He sees the exploding, though, doesn't he?
He saw it explode and hurt Durathra, the last one that was killed.
Could he aim for, like, M7 instead? Or is that too far away?
He could if he cares about Cornelius getting exploded.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are just trying to kill Cornelius, aren't you?
Rather kill
All right, we're gonna say
You're
this.
the one
I
rolling
think-
that ones, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, fair point.
Let's do this. Let's think this all fair and square. Okay, perfect. So I think while Dars is kind of like trying to get an angle to see if he can get like any kind of action on these guys right here, he's gonna hear the
Yep.
whatever sounds they make.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn the corner and he's going to attack M1 with his sling.
Yep. Perfect.
No advantage on this one.
Nope. He's
That's not
ignoring.
going to hit. That's a 9.
Nope. Misses.
So sling kind of flies away. But he's going to turn over and he's going to say, Darathra, when I fled Waterdeep and came here to start a new life after my criminal background of being in prison for 10 years, being a part of the Xanathar Guild of Thieves, I relied on you, solely you, to rehabilitate me to this community. You can't die. Fall back. They're going to explode. And he's going to take another 10, 15 feet and just like go back to where he was.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
doing the info dump for me. That was great.
I mean, I figure he's probably not gonna be around for like too much longer, so he's got to like get his kicks in while he can. So
Yeah.
It's canon
no.
now, so
it's
he
canon,
did it.
you know.
Rokas and
Yeah, it's
Argala.
Team Pippindar signing out.
All right, so I'm gonna use one more Ember the Fire Giant. So DC 16 deck saves all around.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Okay. 16 decks. Start with the ORs. Fail. Fail. Pass.
Balls.
So we'll say I went in like clockwise, so OR2 passed.
Okay.
Of the A0s, what is it, 4 and 6?
Yeah, but 6 is just a bird.
Yeah, 6 is just a bird.
I don't think I can kind of direct it on who I want it to hit. I'm not gonna choose the bird.
Not the bird. Okay, so 4 is you kill whatever happens, you kill the orc on the back, so I don't even need to do that. And the axe beak saves
Great.
for AO4. So now you got 2 axe beaks
Just chilling.
just chilling. And then the 3 ORs, one of which saved or failed? Saved.
2 failed and 1
Yeah,
succeeded.
yeah.
you said.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. So they take 11 damage and are blinded, or half that on a successful save.
1 and 3, 11. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 that time, so that's great.
What's your maximum amount of hit points, Lair? When you're fully healed?
55.
So then the other one takes half, right? So 5?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing he's the one that saves. And then the axe beak takes 5 too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, AO4 one. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
All right. And then my next attack, I'm going to attack OR2.
Yes. Without advantage.
Correct. And that will hit, or that will be a 22 to hit.
So yeah, that'll hit.
And then I'm going to use another one of my Strike of the Fire Giant for an extra D10 of damage
Nice.
of the fire variety. Oh man, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is gonna hit for a lot. 25 points of damage.
Damn.
Dang.
You obliterate OR2. How does it
Turn.
work?
So I swipe across with my axe, and he like catches him across the chest. He turns around, and I just kind of put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Receive Surtur's blessing." And I shove him, and he just bursts into flames.
Nice.
Damn.
It's pretty badass.
Justice.
That is very bad.
Oh, and then we got Urgala.
Yep.
She's gonna hop onto the axe beak because that sounds fun.
You do an animal handling?
Sure. What
There
what
she
kind
goes.
of dex is that? Is that wisdom? I think it's wisdom.
I think so.
Yeah.
makes
Animal
sense.
handling seems wisdom.
17.
It is.
It is
Oh
wisdom.
shit!
I didn't set a DC in my head yet because it was being attacked. And And then some random person tries to jump on it.
It's a new best friend.
17.
Best time to ride an animal.
Yeah. I forgot that was a thing that we were just attacking this thing.
All right, can we just say at disadvantage because you were just attacking it? Just
Sure.
to be fair.
You have that.
Oh,
power.
natural one.
Okay, it attacks her.
Ow.
What a swing!
What a swing.
Oh, 11 to hit.
Miss. Ha
All right, it like nips at her hand.
Okay. Was that the action?
Yes. I would
Okay.
say so.
That was a stupid action. That's okay, Ergala. Shit happens. All right, that's it for Team Rokas. Rokala.
All right,
Or-
well,
or-
A05 is going to track down Narth.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's not gonna outrun us.
Yes, get him, get
I
him.
figured that was gonna happen. Are we rooting for Narth to die?
I
I
am.
didn't
Yeah,
think
this
so,
is
but-
like it's like that scene in Jurassic Park where the lawyer's on the toilet and the T-Rex just like chomps him down. This is what's going on right now.
Jeffrey Goldblum, come on. Classic scene.
And all you hear is, "No!" and he falls down unconscious.
Unconscious or
no.
dead?
You're not sure.
Okay.
We'll save
you-
you, Narth.
Laying down, not moving, and the axe beak keeps on going. 4 is going to attack you, Rokas, because
Ow.
you hit it with the thing. Oh, 6 to hit.
Miss.
The other one's
I
going
mean
to
you
attack
no harm, ask me.
Gala because she tried to
Speak.
ride him. So dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Heart. I should not have done that at
Uh-oh.
all. I mean, she's fine. She's got more hit points than I do.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 damage to her.
She's fine.
She's fine. You said that and you almost died. So
I
all right.
mean, she's doing fine. She's okay.
Where are we at? Lucy and Gelrin.
Is it possible for me to get Yaw and then do my ice breath and just hit the orcs?
I feel like 6 might try and nip at you on the way,
That's fine. I'll take that risk.
but then yes, you can.
Oh, we forgot Constitution saves for these too.
I just realized that I should have been that it's concentration for that. Do you want me to just roll one right now, Brad? Because I didn't do that.
You might have to roll more than 1, right?
Yeah, I do have to roll more than one. I took damage 3 times. I want to
I
say.
think it was 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll all be tens though, DC 10s,
Yeah.
because they were all low damage.
Yeah, but I haven't been making very many DC anythings today.
That's
19 for the first one.
hey,
There we go. There we go.
19 for the second one.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I know I'm
Keep
gonna fail this
moving.
last one.
Yo, 11. Come on.
10.
Okay.
Still passes.
All right,
Yes.
all right. So yeah, you
You're
can do your
concentrating.
ice breath.
All right. So the
Fucking
axe beak kind of
go.
lunges at you and doesn't hit you. Go ahead. What are we doing here?
It says that
Fast as fuck, boy.
yeah, it doesn't tell me what the DC it is set to. Chris, do you know? Would it just be my DC? Because it just
Yeah.
says
Pretty sure it's your DC. Yeah.
okay.
eight
So
That's what we said
Three
last
plus
when you gave it to
intelligence.
Rokas.
oh, okay, yeah. So it's 15 dex save to not get hit by that ice cone.
Sweet. So we're aiming at 1 and 3, please.
Pass.
And then it's 3d6 for damage, Joe.
Fail.
Okay.
We'll say in typical fashion here, OR1.
Wait, they're blind.
Yeah.
They have disadvantage on deck saves.
Perfect. So then one.
Are they
think.
still blinded? That was
Sure.
until your turn, wasn't it?
I just
Yeah, he
Like
just
that.
did it again.
He did it
You just
again.
did it
And they
for
were
the
blinded
final
again.
time.
Okay. Okay.
It's the same thing. OR3 passes. OR whatever this one is fails. 1.
Okay.
17.
I lied about the deck
Ooh.
save anyway.
Awesome roll.
My bad.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
6, 6, and a
That
5.
was not a
That's
real thing.
pretty awesome.
No.
17 damage.
Yeah. Almost maxed out the whole thing. Yeah, 665.
Will you say that hits
on
Narth
GDs.
too, just for like funsies?
No, he might survive.
She
'Cause then-
sneezes at the end of the ice breath and shoots like a nostril of ice.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
Nero.
no.
Gross.
It'll be like Goldeneye at the end of Goldeneye with fucking Boris, who's just like
Or
frozen
three only
there.
takes half that, right? So 8.
Whichever
Yeah.
one passed. Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Kill the orcs.
Well-
Kill the orcs.
Are either of them dead?
No.
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
That's wild.
All right, guys.
Okay.
GG.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're fine.
We're fine. As
Yeah, you're
getting-
You're definitely fine.
Fine.
Gelrin's gonna run up and swing at M8.
Mate.
Uh-oh.
Gelrin might be on a suicide mission. 21.
Hit.
I'll just start rolling right now.
That's 6 damage.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like it does as much as it should, but it
Okay.
hits.
He'll swing again at it. Yeah, 24.
Yep.
8 damage.
Okay, it is still there.
All right.
Not dead.
And he whoa.
Bro, Gelrin looks rough as fuck.
Yeah, he's aged. He's a good boy.
He's the blacksmith, man. He's
I
full of
know, but it's like, damn dog.
Yeah.
And he says to Cornelius, May our story be told, brother. Even if we go down swinging, as he like swings into this fire. Yeah. That's it.
All right. Durathra and Cornelius.
Okay. Oh gosh.
She's on fire. You are also hurt and have little flame
Yeah.
in front of you.
Okay. Cornelius is going to. I do have that. He's right there, and he starts. Pip, you've seen this before. He starts like holding out a hand, like both of his hands, and like you kind of see black and white light, like kind of emitting. But all of a sudden, like even the white turns black, and it sort of shoots out to all three of these M9, M7, M8.
Yeah.
And I'm casting Wither and Bloom.
Yeah.
So they have to make a con saving throw, all three of them. So con of 15 they have to beat.
Nice. Okay. We'll start with the one closest to Durathra. Con. Okay, that's a 8, so fail.
Okay.
A 5, so fail. And that is a 18.
Fail,
So
fail,
the first
save.
two, 9
Okay.
and 7 fail. 8 passes.
Yep. Okay, so total damage is 8. So the fails take 8 damage and the save takes 3 or 4 damage.
Hold on. 9, 7, and 8. Okay.
And this is necrotic damage.
Yep. They all explode.
Oh, god.
No.
So Durathra,
Oh,
start
no.
with Durathra makes a dex save.
Okay.
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
She rolled a 6.
She takes 8 fire damage.
Okay, let me just change her hit points for that, please.
Person on
Let me
the
just
floor.
adjust that number real quick.
The person on the floor is dead now.
Oh no.
Yeah, the person.
Yeah.
Cornelius, you make
Oh.
2 dex saves.
Oh no.
Gelrin, you make 1.
All right.
Okay.
Natural 20.
There he
There we,
is.
okay. Let's turn it around.
And how much? What's my 11 or 10, sorry.
Fucking negative modifier. 9.
Gelrin takes 7 damage, fire damage. Cornelius, you take 3 and then 7.
3 and then 7. Okay.
Yep. But all 3 of them have been exploded and are not there anymore.
Okay, so this is interesting because that should down me. But the second part of the spell lets me heal a creature.
Loom.
And so for flavor, I was going to say that these black rays kind of shoot into them and then come out in white light and come to me. So I don't know. Or maybe just the white light. Anyways, so I get 1 hit dice worth of healing here.
That's a cool spell.
It is.
That is a really cool spell.
So I get to heal 4. And so I don't know what that would look like if I am like healing before they explode, or is it, you know what I mean? Like however you want to make it look.
I think as the wither part goes out, it hits each one of them. The first one explodes, the second one and the third one explode. But as they explode, the white light is coming back to you right in front of the flames.
Okay.
So it hits you to heal you right before the flames reach you.
Cool.
Awesome. You add your spellcasting modifier to your hit die too for health.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
That makes a very big difference right now.
Yeah, it
Fuck
does.
yeah, every number.
Yeah, that's huge for me since I'm a spellcaster, right?
Absolutely.
Like, okay. Yeah, and I guess he gets slammed by all this stuff. He looks over at Gelrin. He's like, "Our tale is not over yet." But then he runs over to Durathra, I guess, and kind of like bears down on the dead woman and all the stuff. And yeah,
She good, Durathra?
yeah. Wonder. So now that she sees that these things explode, she's gonna step forward and just shoot at M2 with her crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't act yet. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Nope, doesn't hit.
Okay.
And
She
that's
just-
her turn.
Sorry, she is on fire. So did she really want to shoot, or did she want to put herself out, or is she going to take fire damage at the end of her?
Oh yeah, she'll still take that fire damage.
Okay. 1d6.
Yeah. Yep. It says she'll basically do anything to protect Triboar. So I feel like that tracks that she's more worried about repelling.
Yeah, makes sense. We'll do it again. Rokas, Lucy, or Gala make a perception check.
Please, one of you do something. I'm dying to know what's going on over there.
I did something.
It wasn't good.
1.
Oh my god.
I can't
not
remember.
natural for those keeping score.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll count that as something. Yeah.
Lucy
So
thinks,
Rokas rolled a 9.
or Gala?
Regala 9 as well.
Okay.
No.
Lucy, you think that is Rokas a fire giant? Is he who
Kinda.
marched into town attacking?
We've been betrayed, brother.
You realize, just to set there are still buildings burning. Some are spreading, some are starting to burn to the ground. You see roofs collapsing in. You see, beams, support beams start to give way.
Some beans at first.
Beams.
The support beans. No.
And then little creatures, being a little generous with their movement because they're dashing, start making their way. M3, go ahead, starts this building starts to catch on fire as it runs its hand across the back of it as it's moving towards Durathra and Dars, while the other 3 kind of split and start going towards the other commotion. And we are back to the top of the round. Those 2 the ORs are blinded, correct?
You want? Should we do a time check? It's midnight for you guys.
I was just gonna say time check probably makes sense.
Yeah.
I could do one more round, I think. Would that be like pushing it? What are your thoughts at?
I'll abstain from a vote since it's only 10 my time.
I'm doing great, but I don't have to work tomorrow or anything. So
Looking at you two.
Oh, I
Call
mean,
it.
I'll if one of us, like, if you are like, I can't do another round, then I'm not gonna push you to do another round. So I'm kind of, I also don't work summer vacation, so like I'm good either way.
Yosef.
Do work, but I will happily do one more round.
All right, one more round of this.
Boys,
That's what my brothers want to do. My battle brothers.
all right.
battle buddies.
My BBs, my battle bros.
Get out your handies, dude.
Yo, your handies, we're going to battle, bro.
I lost my handies. They're sitting in an orc somewhere over here.
They are. They're somewhere.
In an
my
orc.
handies.
I think you just
I
gave your
gave a
Chris.
handy to the orc.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was a hot one, remember?
It was a hot handy.
Yeah.
It blinded some other people.
Sorry, YouTube.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry for anything. I'm not apologizing.
No,
for
I'm
shit.
having a great
Yeah,
time.
that was great.
If you don't think that's funny, YouTube, then you're watching the wrong channel.
You're
Yeah,
wrong, YouTube.
Yeah,
You
but if
just-
you made it to this session.
Yeah. If you made it for the whole 3 hours, you got a real gem at the end there.
All right. All right. ORs are gonna attack you, obviously, Rokos. Are you they're disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
All right. 4 total attacks are coming at you.
Ouch. I'm already saying ouch.
Disadvantage though.
I
First
know.
one is a miss for sure.
Hooray!
We like that.
We love that. That's good.
Second
news.
one is a miss.
Hooray!
Also good.
We love that too.
Third one, oh, is a hit.
Oh,
19, I assume.
yeah. It's
Fourth one, oh, that's a natural 20. Let's see what disadvantage is.
I was gonna say a disadvantage. Damn.
Hits.
Wow.
2 hits.
not a crit at least.
Are you ready for the damage?
Yeah.
You're fine.
I'm
Oh, 14 damage, so 7.
Jeez.
And 10 damage, or no, 6. Yeah, 10 damage, so 5.
all right. I'm gonna use another stone's endurance for that one that's a 7
For the first one, okay, so
Yeah.
so you're reducing it by how much?
by 10. So
Okay, so
Just
5
5.
damage all day.
5 damage.
All right,
okay, I'm doing great.
Pippindars.
Pippindars, come get your local goods at Pippindars.
I'm loving
it. Yeah, I'm loving it. Pippindars, loving it. Doo-doo-doo. We're gonna go backwards this time. We're gonna have Dars back up a little bit, take his sling, shoot it at M1.
Yep.
No advantage on this. That is a 6 plus like 4, so that's a 10.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Pip's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's probably what, 60 feet ish to M1.
All right, hold on.
What do you think there? I know this isn't gonna be accurate, but like, oh yeah, it's nowhere near accurate. Okay.
It's only
Your
5 feet.
little-
You're good.
We'll say 60 is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's well in the range of frostbite, right?
Oh yeah.
That's 60 feet. That's fine. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do frostbite on M1 for Pip. So DC 14 constitutions. I'll hex him as well. So we'll say disadvantage on fucking strength checks. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
All right, he fails.
Yeah. That's 4 cold damage and 2 necrotic disadvantage on his next attack. Pip's gonna call out, "Rage attacks! Fight them back!"
Perfect.
And I think that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Rokas and Urgala.
Rogala.
Rogala.
How are these two looking? They looking sad? Are they looking happy?
One looks very sad. One looks medium to bad sad.
All right, I'll go ahead and attack the one that looks sad.
OR3 looks the saddest.
All right, I'll attack OR3. I'm going to attack recklessly so that I will be at advantage.
Okay.
Ah. Okay, let's not worry about that one, and let's retire both those dice.
Oh no.
Jail. Take him to jail.
Yeah.
Put them in jail. All right, second attack. 2 17s. So 24.
Yes.
All right.
Hit. OR3.
5, 7, 12 damage.
You kill him.
Hey,
Huzzah!
there we go. Let's go.
Three
So I
become.
hit him in the legs. He falls over, and then I stomp on his head. And
Nice.
Squish it
Nice.
like a grape.
Be a weird tasting wine.
Gross.
Yeah.
Love
All right,
that.
Urgala.
Urgala's gonna come take some swings at this guy with her Morning Star.
There we go.
I
Attack
call it my
number 1.
Night Star.
Natural 20.
Hit.
Oh wait, these are 8s.
Let's go, Urgala.
Holy shit! I just rolled 2d8 and I rolled 2 8s.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So,
Plus,
19 damage.
Holy shit.
Wow.
he is almost dead.
All
Very
right,
almost.
next attack.
Yeah.
Wow.
20 something. 20.
Yes. You
One.
kill. She kills him.
All right.
Hooray! Literally plants her Morning Star right in the guy's face.
Cool.
Straight out of the Skull Crushers.
Pretty big threat. Gone.
Nice.
All right. Good job.
All right. Axebeak AO4 attacks you with advantage, right, Rokas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of
We're
your reckless,
friends. I know. I'm just I attack
of
him.
your recklessness.
We're friends.
You hurt him. 18 to hit.
On accident. 18 hits.
Fucking chocobos, man.
I mean you no harm, Chocobo.
4. So it's 8. So 4 slashing damage to you because you're raging.
All right.
And then the other one is still mad at Urgala for trying to mount him. So attacks her and misses again.
Oh my
Hey!
Urgala.
She just like
Oh.
says, stop that.
No one told
Listen.
Urgala that consent is sexy. So
A05 still has a rider, and closest to him is Lucy. So Lucy, you're going to get attacked
Okay.
by an orc on the back of an axe beak. And the attack is going to be a 16.
Yeah, tie goes to the roller.
Dang.
All right.
Should have pulled my
It
shield out. I talked about it.
you did.
is a 13 slashing damage.
Oof.
Ow, jeez.
Ouchie wawa.
Yeah, JoJo's Siwa.
Pip gave you
Um,
good berries at the beginning of the battle, right?
Yeah.
It did.
So Lucy and Galrin, your turn.
Cool. Yeah, she just kind of spits at AO5 and then swings at him with her
Jesus.
great axe.
At the orc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She could reach him, right?
Lucy's built different, man.
She mad, bro. That's not a D20. Oh boy. Okay, this will be close. 15.
Hits.
Oh, that's the best. Also, she moves Hunter's Mark over super quick. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
for
good
sure.
news. um, that's a D12. Let's find that. That fell off. Let's try it again. Oh. 16 total damage on that hit.
16 total damage.
Yeah.
Takes
Nice.
care of that orc.
All right.
So she just kind of slams down through the orc, and then we're gonna say that she's swinging so fast, her extra attack, like can she push through and swing at the chocobo?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 21 to hit.
Ooh,
yeah.
there we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then 12 damage.
You take them both out in 2 swings.
Let's go.
11 hit points.
Sweet.
So
Great
one,
job,
just
Bad
like
Lucy.
Galrin, one big giant swing cuts them both basically fucking in half. But I don't think it gets all the way through the axe beak, right? Like it gets close enough to
Yikes,
be
man.
fatal, but like she'll have to yank it out to end her turn. That's the action and bonus action there. Yeah, so she'll do that, and she'll kind of just look at Rokas to assess. How's he doing? How you doing health wise?
He's fine.
He's fine. Okay.
I mean,
Enough
But-
said.
he would never like let you know that he wasn't fine.
Yeah. She was
But he's definitely got
observing.
some dings in him and some scrapes and some.
Got it.
He's gotten his ass kicked. I mean, he's done more ass kicking than being kicked, but
It's true.
Gelrin
you
is
know him well
going-
enough to realize he's not fine.
Yeah. That's what I kind of gather there. Gelrin is going to use the dash action, which I imagine gets him near Durathra.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I don't think quite enough to get him into the fray, but gets him near Durathra.
Okay.
Or he'll position and say nothing. End of turn.
The night is waning. All right, Cornelius and Durethra.
All right. Now that Galrin's sort of next to her, she's gonna sort of see him, give him a nod, and then just start like patting out the fire that's been burning a hole in all of her stuff. Okay. So I guess that's her action, is to put out the fire. And then I am gonna step up. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna toss. Dars was thrown at M1, yeah. That's one that's been.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
M1.
one's been targeted a few times.
So I'm gonna toss a dart at M1 then.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, not in proximity.
Yeah.
Magma Man 1.
26.
26
Yup.
hits for sure.
Roll a
Damn.
19, and I get a +5 to attack because of strength.
That's awesome.
So that is then
Boy.
5 damage, piercing damage.
Man, this thing looks like it's gonna explode.
Okay, and then I do that, and then I kind of look at the camera, and then take a swig of my healing potion and crush it in my hand and let the glass just go to the ground.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, I have one of those.
Healing is 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, and that's my turn.
That image is
Alright.
very funny. Of like a very
Gelrin like mutters under his breath, "What a legend."
that feels like a One Punch Man scenario where there's this like super jacked guy just like throwing fucking darts at people on the battlefield.
Can we get another perception check from Lucy, Rokas, and Arugula?
I'm ready.
Arugula.
for it. I ate my arugula, so let's see.
Rokas is no good still.
10.
This isn't bad. 14 for
Nope. You guys see nothing
arugula.
Did you say it was at advantage because of the
for no
something?
reason. No, there's not. Um, trying to give you guys something. Anyway, the Magmans. Magma.
Magman.
Magman, Dad.
So I think M2 can get to you. M6 can get to you. 5 probably can't.
Suck at 5.
1 gets to Durathra, 4 gets to Gelrin, and so does 3 to Durathra. So
Oh,
they're all going to
gosh.
attack.
My goodness.
They have advantage on you still, Rokas, right? Because you have reckless.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's the same round.
Yeah. I did reckless attack that guy. So yes,
You did Rokas attack that guy.
I did. Did do that.
17 hit.
Yes.
Oh man.
That went over everybody's head, Eric.
I know. It was a good one too.
It was.
I missed it. Well, 10 fire damage.
All right. Good news is I'm also resistant to fire damage.
True.
Okay.
True.
So 5.
So 5.
The other one's going to attack you and hit you.
Oh man.
Yep, definitely hit you. For 11 fire damage, so 5 more.
Oh.
So I have bad news, friends.
Oh.
Are you unconscious?
I don't know what it
Wop wop. No, he falls to his back, and there's like a little not an earthquake, but like it lands with a big thud.
Oh.
And
Do you shrink?
yeah, I sure will. Yeah,
Yeah.
but as that happens, there's also just kind of like this poof of flame that kind of burns the grass out.
Cool.
And then I'm now just normal size.
Yep. Regular. Did you on your way down where you're like, I'm fine?
Yes, 100% of fine.
You took out these big hulking plate armor, great axe wielding things, and these little fire things are like at your legs.
Yeah,
And take
that's
you
what I get to.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 are gonna attack Durathra, and 1's gonna attack Gelrin. So the 2 on Durathra, 1 misses with an 8 total, and 1 misses with a 7, and then on Gelrin, 8. So
Good.
this was
Huge. Those were good misses.
all right, and that is the end of the round.
Okay.
Oof.
So we will
Damn.
end there.
Top
We're
of
taking
round
stock.
7. Yeah.
If we're taking stock since it's late, we'll pick this up again next time. We've got 2 fire giants
Doing
up
something
somewhere doing something that no one notices.
because
Mm.
we aren't very perceptive.
Got a bunch of dead orcs and axe beaks and villagers, and 1 unconscious PC, 1 unconscious or dead NPC with a name who was very courageous for a very short time. Narth.
Fan
Uh,
favorite. Fan favorite.
Man favorite.
And a bunch of little fiery creatures
being dicks.
still on the prowl.
Being
We'll end there, and we will see how this all ends next time.
All right.
Thank you.
Until
Tibbs.
then.
Till then.
Goodbye, you
Deuces.
Bye-bye.